Hi, everybody. I'm Hunter deButts, and I'm back here again today to talk about health. As you know, 6 or 7 years ago, I came off of about a 12-year struggle with Lyme disease. I changed a few things in my life. My Lyme disease, at least the symptoms, all went away. I started researching, and what I want to talk to you about is some of the things that I've learned over the years, especially over the last 6 years, and what I found in this research. All right. I know today that if anyone is suffering from any kind of an illness, it can be Lyme disease, fibromyalgia, lupus, Lyme, MS, cancer, diabetes. If you were to go to the pharmacy, get some pH test strips and test the saliva in your mouth early in the morning, I can almost assure you it's going to come back green. I mean, not green, yellow or orange. If it's yellow, you're acidic. If it's orange, you're very acidic. All right. If it comes back green, you're okay. But if you're sick, I can almost assure you it's not going to come back green. What I want to talk to you about is balance. We have got to keep our body in balance. If we don't, we're going to get sick. If we don't keep our body in balance, our immune system's going to weaken. It doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly. So as you know, as we age, our immune system weakens and we get sick kind of later on in life. You know, some people think it's just age related. I've got news for you. It's not age related. What happens is as we get older and we do not consume what we need to be consuming, our body's going to go out of balance. The key here is balance. Now, what that balance means is we have to have four things to keep our body in balance. One, water. Not Cokes, not juices, not sports drinks. Heavens forbid sports drinks. Water. We need to be drinking approximately a half an ounce of water daily for every pound of body weight. So if you're a 200-pound man, you need to be drinking about 100 ounces of water a day just to replace the water that we lose naturally. All right. So according to medical statistics, about 90% of us are running around dehydrated. 90%. Dehydration causes a lot of things. One, thickening of the blood. When your blood thickens, it can no longer carry nutrients and oxygen into the cells the way it's supposed to, nor can it remove waste and carbon dioxide. So over time, our cells start to clog up and store this toxic waste. All right. As this happens, our cells, number one, cannot function the way they're supposed to. The body becomes more and more acidic, but also oxidative stress comes into the picture. So dehydration is absolutely imperative that we eliminate. And we eliminate that by drinking water, preferably the right water. Number two, acidity. I mentioned that a minute ago. Acidity happens when the body, not the blood, but the body becomes acidic. The body will become acidic because your body is constantly buffering your blood with alkaline mineral. It's our job to replace that mineral, and we need to do it daily. Our food's no longer supplying that for us, so we need to take other measures to be sure that the proper minerals get into our body. That's the calcium, magnesium, potassium are the key ones that I'm thinking of right now. These are the building blocks. If our body slowly but surely becomes more and more acidic, it also weakens our immune system and opens us up to illnesses. They can start with achy joints and arthritic conditions or bad complexion, et cetera, et cetera. And then it moves into more serious things like diabetes, herpes, other ailments that the body normally protects itself from, but as it's becoming weakened, these diseases move in. And the last, of course, is cancer, all forms of cancer. Crohn's disease, Lyme disease is listed in that latter bunch. The rest of the autoimmune diseases, there's lupus, there's MS. There's a lot of diseases that we need to prevent, and we can prevent those by keeping a proper pH level and staying hydrated. The third thing is probably the most important is we have got to neutralize oxidative stress. Oxidative stress happens when the oxidants that we consume, they're in our air, they're in our water. I mean, cut an apple in half and set it on the counter, it turns brown. That's oxidation. Oxidation is everywhere. Where it is not is in raw fruits and vegetables, some of those. I know we're not eating enough raw fruits and vegetables to offset all the oxidants that we're consuming. So when the oxidants overwhelm our natural antioxidants in our body enters into oxidative stress. Oxidative stress causes inflammation. Inflammation is a primary cause of most illnesses, combined with acidity. Actually, combined with acidity, that's almost every illness out there. You know, the body loses its ability to protect itself. Now, to do some of the research that I've done, if you go to PubMed, www.pubmed.com, and click on the search bar up at the top of the page and put in there diseases caused by dehydration. About 1,000 studies pop up. Diseases caused by acidity. About 8,000 studies come up. Diseases caused by inflammation. About 40,000, maybe 38. 38,000 studies are going to pop up. You know, if you look down these studies and start looking at dehydration, acidity, and inflammation down the list, you're going to see a lot of these diseases in all three of those categories. I don't think one can play without the other two. You must stay hydrated. Absolutely must stay hydrated. You must keep the body at a proper pH, and you've got to eliminate inflammation and neutralize oxidative stress. They're absolute must. The fourth one, of course, is a good diet, and we're not going to talk about that today. We can at another time, but not today. And at a time, too, I'm going to also go into each one of these categories and give you an detailed look at what we can expect if we allow ourselves to become dehydrated. Another one will be on acidity. The other one will be on inflammation and oxidative stress. All right. So you know where you can go in and research that. All right. What I did is I added electrolyzed reduced water to my diet. Electrolyzed reduced water. It's made, processed by taking a medical grade ionizer, hooking it up to your kitchen faucet, plugging it into the wall, and that ionizer will restructure our water on the molecular level. That ionizer does three things. It breaks the molecule clusters apart. You know, water molecules bond together, and those bonds over the millennia have gotten pretty large and they don't absorb readily. So it breaks those things apart. As you're drinking the water, you can actually feel it being absorbed through your mouth and tongue. It gets into every cell, nook, cranny of your body, and it even penetrates the brain barrier. All right, so superhydration is one of the benefits of drinking this water. 2, it separates, because it's all done magnetically or electrically, it separates the acidic mineral from the alkaline mineral that we have naturally in our drinking water. Our municipal water has a 7 or a 7.2, 7.5 pH, means it's kind of neutral. That is fine for ionization. You've got enough mineral in the water already. You don't have to add anything to it, and it will ionize it. It will separate the acidic mineral and the acidic contaminants that we have in our water, and they'll go down the drain where the alkaline drinking water comes out of the top hose. That alkaline drinking water, you select the pH, you know, anything from an 8 pH to a 9.5. Personally, I drink 9.5 pH water. Now, this is a charged pH. It's not an alkaline or mineral added pH. So as you're drinking it, it's also, well, let me put it this way. Your body's going to use what it needs. The rest is discarded. But not only does it discard that, it discards any other buildup of calcium that we may have in our body. Like, for instance, arthritis in your hands, whatnot, you know, the lumps on your fingers. Kidney stones is another good one. It'll remove those things. The third thing about the water is probably most important. Electrolyzed reduced water is a water where the hydrogen in the water has been charged. That hydrogen, that charged hydrogen, creates a hydrogen particle or molecular hydrogen, hydrogen gas. I mean, they call it a number of things, but the fact of the matter, it's charged hydrogen. That charged hydrogen is the strongest antioxidant known. Let me repeat that. That charged hydrogen, that hydrogen gas in that water is the strongest antioxidant known. 1 16-ounce glass of that water would be equivalent to approximately 5 pounds of blueberries in antioxidant value. 1 glass of that water would be equivalent to 4 or 5 calcium tablets if you were taking calcium tablets into your body. Remember, this is not a mineral added like your calcium tablets are going to be. This is a charged alkalinity. All right, and it hydrates you up to 40 times, no, I'm sorry, up to 20 times more readily on the cellular level than the drinking water that we have available to us today. That's electrolyzed reduced water. If you drink that electrolyzed reduced water, make it a part of your daily habit, make it a part of your family, you're going to see that you're going to feel better. You're going to look better. You're going to age slower. You're going to see that you don't get sick nearly as often. It just, I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know of anything else on earth that has more benefit to the body than electrolyzed reduced water. And it's water, folks. Nothing more, nothing less, nothing added. The only thing they've done is they've taken electricity and they've charged it. Just the same as lightning hitting some of the lakes, just the same as some of the water found in some of the springs around, like the springs of Lourdes, France would be a good one where they have that miracle water. There's 5 or 6 springs around the world that have water of the same characteristic. But lakes that are frequently struck by lightning and some glacial runoff will also have water with the same characteristics. And this water is healthy, folks. Very, very, very healthy. If you want more information on this, please feel free to email me. My email is hunterdeButts@gmail.com. There's no period, all's contiguous, no caps, no nothing, just hunterdeButts@gmail.com. My phone number is 703-728-7103. Also on Facebook, I write a health blog daily. Please plug into Facebook and get some of the stuff that I'm doing. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will look forward to seeing you again in the very near future. Thank you.